Welcome to the F.E.A.R Chronicles, false evidence appearing real, where we are covering real stories for navigating burnout, bold moves, and becoming your best self. I'm your host, Natasha Agha, private practice strategist, mother of two, and recovering perfectionist. This is the space where we get honest about the pivots, the pressure, and the purpose behind it all. If you're navigating life transitions, career shifts, motherhood, or learning to trust yourself again, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. I should call my friend. I haven't spoken to her in months. I would go to the event, but I have so much else to do. I could see if I can make it. Rain check? I have to go to this appointment. We have all said something similar at some point. And at face value, nothing sounds alarming. If you listen closely, those are the shoulds, woulds, coulds, and have-tos. Going back to the previous episode where we talked about shifting our perspective on time from frenemy to friend, from time being in competition outside of you to becoming one with time, because we are in control and we are in the driver's seat. In order to gain control, you have to take a look at your schedule and how you plan, if you do so. If you open your calendar right now, what would you find? What's in there? Is it a mess? Is it full of random to-dos, reminders, or things that don't even apply? Is there any blank space in it? Is it overflowing with everyone else's to-dos? Is there time carved out for you? If you really want to change the never-ending burnout, the endless to-do lists, the constant struggle of always feeling like you're behind, addressing your calendar is a must. I'll just say this, the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Is that what you're doing? You can't wish things differently. You must do things differently. For some, this may be a complete overhaul of your calendar, and that's okay. Sometimes it's easier that way, a clean slate. Sometimes things just get added, then more, and then more, and then before you know it, your calendar has exploded. There is too much, and it's hard to even look at. A majority of the time, the lack of a planning process becomes a catalyst driving the snowball effect because we don't have an actual system in place when it comes to our calendars, which is wild because this is how we use our time. It's our frame of reference. This is the foundation to reclaiming your time and the key to figuring out where the breakdown or breakdowns lie. So here's what I would suggest. Start with a fresh week, completely empty. And before you add anything, the first thing I want you to think about are your non-negotiables. So what do I mean by this? Non-negotiables are things that are important to you. So they can be work time boundaries, like not working after 5 p.m. or on the weekends. Those are some of mine. They can be self-care activities like getting your nails done or your hair or getting a massage. They can be family dinners every night or picking your kids up from school at least 3 times a week. They can be exercise like taking a walk or attending a yoga class. These are the foundations of your calendar. Therefore, those should be the first things that you add to your calendar before anything else. Then you can add the next layer, which could be things like deep work time. And that would be when you're at your peak or your peak for creativity and focus. Could be client sessions or administrative time for your business. So I'm a visual person, so I like to color code things into my calendar to help me organize everything because I have a lot of very different tasks that I do and activities. And so color coding for me just helps things make sense in my brain. There's no wrong way to do this part as long as it makes sense to you and it works for you. So do that. Setting aside time to plan is absolutely crucial. You may have heard the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. There's some truth to that, especially if you're not seeing the results that you desire. You can plan your week, but then what do you do when the week ends? What is the process to plan for the next week? When do you do it? How long do you set aside time for this? How will you know if how or when you're planning things is even working? Or if it's not? How will you address it? I dive into all of these components in both my signature program and my live planning workshops. Before I go, I'll leave you with another mantra that helps me to shift my perspective when I find myself feeling victimized by time. I have all the time I need to do the things I need to do. I warmly invite you to something that I have created just for you, which is my Back to Balance workshop. It's a 2-day live workshop designed specifically to help women who want to work smarter, live better, and stop burning out every quarter. In just 6 hours, spread across those 2 days, you'll walk away with a fully customized 90-day calendar that puts your energy, priorities, and non negotiables at the center. And this isn't about squeezing more into your already packed week. It's about using the time framework. So, time is an acronym because I love those, which is track and trim, intentionally prioritize, map and block, execute, and evolve. Design your 90-day plan and finally take your time back. Thanks for joining me on the F.E.A.R Chronicles. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, comment, or share with someone who needs it. Want more support? Check out the links below for free resources, workshops, and how to work with me. Remember, bold moves start with small shifts. You've got this, and I've got you.